first list of 99 candidates for Maharashtra Assembly elections. Two Indian doctors elected to the World Medical Association. International news. Russia destroys 100 Ukraine drones and four fights are injured. China activities could be allowed in our territory. Sports news. New Zealand's need 107 runs to win against India on day 5. South Africa versus New Zealand finds live score updates. Women's T20 World Cup. Telugu news is read by Teja.
నమస్కారాలు నేటి వార్తలు ముఖ్యాంశాలు. మెట్రో పోలీస్ హోటల్ యజమాని మేనేజర్ అరెస్ట్. ఏడాదికి 2 కోట్ల ఉద్యోగాలు హామీ ఏమైంది? మహేష్ కుమార్ గౌడ్. ఏ అంటే రేవంత్ రెడ్డి ఎన్నికల ఇంటెలిజెన్స్. కేటీఆర్ త్వరలో హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి యాదాద్రి వరకు ఎంఎంటీ సేవలు. కిషన్ రెడ్డి. అశోక్ నగర్ గ్రూప్ 1 అభ్యర్థులు ఆందోళన, భారీగా మోహరించిన పోలీసులు. క్రీడా వార్తలు. ఇండియా వర్సెస్ న్యూజిలాండ్. టీమిండియా నుంచి చెన్నై. న్యూజిలాండ్తో మిగిలిన 2 టెస్టు మ్యాచ్లు. టీమిండియా క్రికెటర్ వాషింగ్టన్ సుందర్ అందుబాటులోకి వచ్చాడు. ధన్యవాదాలు. नमस्कार। आज का मुख्य समाचार। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय समाचार। विदेश मंत्री डॉक्टर ए जयशंकर ने सहस्यों के संतोषों की फसल के शिकार सम्मेलन में भाग लेने के लिए पाकिस्तान का दौरा किया। राष्ट्रीय समाचार। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने हरियाणा विधानसभा चुनाव के परिणामों के बाद कांग्रेस पर तीखा हमला बोलते हुए कहा कि कांग्रेस राजनीति में विभाजन की नीति अपना रही है। खेल समाचार। इंडिया वर्सेस न्यूजीलैंड का पहला टेस्ट सीरीज में न्यूजीलैंड ने इंडिया को 8 विकेट से हराया। धन्यवाद।
Good morning. Today's weather report. Lieutenant Mandap weather report. Temperature maximum 27 degrees Celsius. Minimum 23 degrees Celsius. Rainfall humidity 90%. Wind 5 kilometers per hour. Forecast partly cloudy in township. Thank you. Our friends with us skip based on the topic courage. I am Manvit. I am enacting as Swami. I am Varshit. I am enacting as father. I am enacting as mother. I am Deepika, enacting as a grand. I am Devaraj. I am acting as a thief. I am Kerishit. I am enacting as master and servant. I am Arshit, enacting as chum. I am Shashank, enacting as a police. The Swami events took an unexpected turn. Father looked over the newspaper. He was reading under the hall lamp and said, "Swami, listen to the news." An act of bravery to the village lads who while returning to the home of the jungle path came to the face to face with a tiger. The paragraph described the fight the boy had with the tiger and his flight up a tree where he stayed for half a day till some people came that way and killed the tiger. After reading it through, Father looked at Swami fixedly and asked, "What do you say for it?" "I think he must have been a very strong and grown-up person, not at all a boy. How can a boy do that?" You think you are wiser than the newspaper? Father sneered. A man may have the strength of an elephant and yet be a
coward, whereas another may have the strength of a straw, but he was courage. He can do anything. Courage is everything. Strength is not, age are not important.
Father, Swami disputed the theory. How can it be, Father? If I had the all courage and tiger attacks me, what can I do?
Leave alone. Strength and true courage. Strength and true courage, and you must if you can sleep in my office room.
A frightful proposition, Swami thought. He had always slept beside his granny in the passage, and again change in the arrangement kept him trembling and awake all night. He hoped at first that his father was only joking. He mumbled weakly, "Yes," and tried to change the subject. He said very loudly and with a great deal of enthusiasm, "We are admitting even elders in our cricket team. We are buying brand new balls and bats. Our captain told me to tell you."
We will see that later. You must sleep in office room tonight hereafter.
Swami realized that the matter has gone beyond his control. From a challenge, it had become a plain command. He knew his father's tenacity at such moments. "From the first of next month, I will sleep alone, Father, please."
No, you must do it now. It is disgraceful. You must sleep. It is disgraceful. Sleeping beside granny or mother like a baby. You are in second form, and I don't like at all the way you are being brought up.
He said and looked at his wife who was rocking the cradle. "Why do you look at me while you say that? I hardly know anything about the boy."
No, I don't mean you.
"If you mean that your mother is spoiling him, tell her so, but don't look at me," she said and turned away. Swami's father sat gloomily gazing at the newspaper on his lamp. Swami rose silently and tiptoed away to his bed in the passage. Granny was sitting up in her bed and remarked, "Boy, are you really very sleepy? Don't you want a story?" Swami made wild gesticulations to silence Granny, but that good lady saw nothing. So Swami threw himself on his bed and pulled the blanket over his face. Granny said, "Don't cover your face. Are you very really sleeping?" Swami leaned over and whispered, "Please, Granny, shut up. Don't call me and don't let anyone call me if the house is on fire. If I don't sleep once, I shall perhaps die." He turned over, curled and snored under the blanket till he found his blanket pulled away. Presently, father came and stood over him.
Swami, get up.
He looked like an apparition in the semi-darkness of the passage, which was lit by a cone of light from the hall. Swami stirred and groaned as if in sleep. "Why do you disturb him?"
Get up, Swami. Get up.
He said for the third time, and Swami got up. Father rolled up his bed, took it under his arm and said,
Come with me.
Swami looked at his granny, hesitated for a moment, and looked and followed his father into the office room. On the way, he threw a look of appeal at his mother, and she said, "Why do you take him to the office room? He can sleep in the hall, I think so."
I don't think so.
Father said, and Swami slunk behind him with bowed head. Swami pleaded. Swami felt cut off from humanity. He was pained and angry. He didn't like the strain of prevailing.
Why are you sleeping? Get up, Swami. Roll your bed and come with me. Please, father, I will sleep with Granny. There are scorpions in your office room. There may be scorpions in back of the law books. There are no scorpions. Little fellow, sleep on the bed if you like. Can I have the lamp burning in the room? No, you should not afraid of darkness. You must cultivate good habits. At least you will leave the door open. Alright, but promise you will not roll the bed and go to Granny's, sleep beside Granny's, and you mind it. If you do it, I will make you laughing stock of your school. Okay. Swami felt cut off from humanity. He was pained and angry. He didn't like the state of cruelty he saw in his father's nature. He hated the newspaper for printing the tiger story. He wished that tiger hadn't spared the boy, who didn't appear to the boy after all but a monster. As the night advanced and the silence in the house deepened, his heart beat faster. He remembered all the stories of devils and ghosts he had heard in his life. How often had his chum Mani seen the devil in the banyan tree at his feet end? And what about poor Muniswami's father, who spat out blood because the devils near the river's edge slapped his cheek when he was returning home late one night? And so on his thoughts continued. He was faint with fear. A ray of light from the street lamp stayed in the cat's shadows on the wall. Through the stillness, all kinds of noises reached his ears. The ticking of the clock, rustles of trees, snoring sounds, and some vague night insects. Humming, he covered himself so completely that he could hardly breathe. Every moment he expected the devils to come up and carry him away. There was no instance of his old friend in fourth class who suddenly disappeared and was said to have been carried off by a ghost to Siam or Nepal. Swami hurriedly got up and spread his bed under the bench and crouched there. It seemed to be much safer place, more compact and reassuring. He shut his eyes tight and encased himself in his blanket once again, and unknown to himself felt asleep, and in sleep was racked with nightmares. The tiger was chasing him. His feet stuck to the ground. He desperately tried to escape, but his feet would not move. The tiger was at his back, and he could hear its claws scratch the ground. Scratch, scratch. And then the light hurt. Swami tried to open his eyes, but his eyelids would not open, and the nightmare continued. It threatened to continue forever. Swami groaned in despair. With a desperate effort, he opened his eyes. He put his hand out to feel his granny's presence at his side, as was his habit. But he only touched the wooden leg of the bench, and his lonely state came back to him. He sweated with fright and now what was rustling. He moved to the edge of the bench,
stared into the darkness. Something was moving down. He lay gazing as it in horror. His end had come back. He realized that the devil would presently pull him and tear him. And so, why should he wait? As it came nearer, he crawled out from the bench and hugged, hugged it with all his might and used his teeth as a mortal weapon. Went forth against thundering cry, followed by a heavy tumbling and falling against furniture. In a moment, father, cook, and the servant came in carrying light, and all the three of them fell on the bugler who lay against the furniture with a bleeding ankle. Congratulations were shown on Swami next day. His classmates looked at him with respect, and his teachers patted. Were shown on the next day. His classmates looked at with him with respect, and his teacher patted his back. The headmaster said that he was true scout. Swami had bitten into flesh of one of the most notorious housebreaks of the district, and the police were grateful to him for it. The inspector said, "Why don't you join the police?" So he had quite made up his mind to be an engine driver, a railway guard, or a bus conductor later in life. When he returned home from the club at that night, father asked, "Where is the boy?" Father mumbled as he went into the kitchen.
Where is the boy?
He is asleep.
Already?
He went to bed at 7:30.
Again he is sleeping beside his granny.
You let him sleep wherever he likes. Again, you needn't risk his life again.
No wonder he wanted to sleep before I could come. Good boy.
Father mumbled as he went into the change.
Allah Molly cuddle and spoil him how much as you like, and don't blame me afterwards.
Swami, following the whole conversation from under the blanket, felt tremendously relieved to hear that his father was giving him up. Here are our friends with a conversation based on topic Diwali festival. I want to come. Hi, Nishita. What are plans for Diwali? Nothing. Hurry up. 10 days food. Okay, I'll try to make a nice planning.
Hi Vartika. Hi Nashita. What are your plans for Diwali?
Nothing.
Hurry up, take this food.
Okay, I'll try to make a nice planning.
Do you know why Diwali is celebrated?
I don't know. Can you please explain about it?
When Lord Rama killed Ravana, that day is known as Dasara. 21 days after Dasara, Rama reaches his hometown. Ayodhya, that day is considered as Diwali.
Thank you, Hashita. Today I came to know about the history of Diwali. Okay, bye. It's too late.
Okay, bye. Thank you, friends.
Here are our friends with few riddles and questions.
Riddles. What has to be broken before you can use it? Yes, it's it.
I'm tall. I'm tall when I'm young and I'm short when I'm old. What I am?
What has a key but can't open locks? Yes, it's correct.
What can travel around the world while staying in the same spot? I repeat it. What can travel around the world while staying in the same spot? Wrong. The answer is a stamp.
The more of this there is, the less you see. What is this? I repeat it. The more of this there is, the less you see. What is it? Yes, it's correct.
Questions. What is the highest individual score in one-day internationals? What is the highest individual score in one-day internationals? Correct answer. Rohit Sharma 264.
Which cricketer is known for scoring the fastest century in ODIs? Wrong answer. The answer is AB de Villiers, 31 balls.
Which sport is famous in USA? Correct answer. Soccer.
What is the Kumbh Mela? What is the Kumbh Mela? The answer is pilgrimage.
What is the Australia's national animal?
Correct answer. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. We hope you all enjoyed our activity. This is Akshay, my play in 7th year signing off. Have a marvelous night.